Greetings and salutations, everyone. And for starters, as a disclaimer, this is for educational purposes only, so please consult the proper parties when it comes to investing, such as an accountant and your own research and homework. Okay, moving forward, we have here the lemonade chart, and I wanted to move on and talk about something else, but shout out to my new subscriber and the comment and the support there. And we're going to start with lemonade and see, as we have a high of 60.41. Let's go all the way in on that. I don't want to be brief with this because, like I said, I want to get to something new. But going to the key stat, 52-week high, 60.41. Today is August 13th. And this was today. I will be uploading this episode as soon as I finish recording. But as you can see, this is on a heater. I have the 920 and 200 EMAs up right now. I guess I'll turn those off for a better view. But also I'll delete this resistance because it might be a while before it gets there again. But earnings was on August 5th, so that was 8 days ago, last week, and they killed it. So going over to financials, going to quarterly, on 6/30, they reported, what? That says August 5th. Well, whatever. But according to this, 6/30/25, quarter two, they made, as far as total assets, $193 billion, which is almost 0.10 higher than the previous quarter in March. So obviously this is a stock that looks to keep on rising, and I want to go over to AAPL, good old Apple. And it's funny because when I made this box here, it was just honestly for shits and giggles, just to be doing something, to be completely honest. But in between the consolidation here, it's very interesting that right at the edge of my box, it went to break out. It's storming here, if you can hear it. But Apple is on its way back up again. So what we'll do here is go out to February 2025, 24.39. We'll just make it at 58. Put us a line here, horizontal, lock that in, because that'll be the new support level, which is a wide range. I used to invest in Apple. I'm still interested in Apple as one with 2 iPhones, an iPad, an Apple Watch, a broke-ass Apple Pen, and things of that nature. But with the news of Apple investing money in America and things of that nature, news moves the needle for sure. So Tim Cook, Apple CEO, came out and made some noise, and here it is, making big push. What's this? August 8th. It opened at 220.58 and closed at 229. $9.31 swing there. So Apple and lemonade looks to be on the rise. One thing you don't want to do is invest when things are at their high, such as lemonade. So, excuse me, pardon me. I have some notes here of some stocks I've been watching since the middle of July. And I'll just get into one of those now, and that'll be, actually I've been watching SOFI for a while. I'm not going to fumble through my notes because I have about 10 composition notebooks here. But as you can see, I have a resistance here. Wow, that's at $9.04. which hasn't been there since April 7th. And now the new resistance here is 611 at 1510, and it's been pretty much going up ever since. Prior to recording, I took some notes on the MACD, which is here, and trying to learn that so I can better explain that as well. But you have your volume bars here, and through my research they tell you to kind of just stick with one, maybe two keys for technical analysis, whatever works for you. A lot of people like to keep it simple, as is my preference here. But as we can see on the MACD, it's in a decline, but SOFI here is shit. It looked like, let's just check key stats. 52-week high is 25.11. So, oh shit. Here was its 52-week high on the day before earnings. I'm sorry, the day of earnings. Once again, news moves the needle. 25.11. It opened at 23.11 and went as high as 52-week high and closed at 22.40. Now, today, it closed at 23.81. So what we can probably do here is create a new support. I'm sorry, I did get the terminology mixed up on the previous chart. The bottom is support, the top is resistance. So it's a new support line I put at 1962. If we go over to financials, it's quarterly financials in the last, what's that, couple quarters. Kind of crushed it as well, almost $5 billion in the previous quarter. Going down to, of course your liabilities go up when your assets go up, but long as you're moving in the right direction as far as assets are concerned, that is a positive note. So I took notes on closing yesterday. Of course we can look at it here, but I'm just looking at my notes. SOFI closed at 23.65 technically yesterday, and the volume was 56.966 million. I did learn something watching last night on some YouTube videos, going to the key stats here. If you look over to average volume in a 3-month span, average is 71. So 71 is its average. Go down to here, 236 on earnings, 183 million the following day, 120, and then it starts to slow down. 89, 59, 48, 36, 53, 49, 58, 56, and 68 today. So a lot of volume, even though it had a red day. So you look at this here, and it looks to be probably moving forward. Also, depending on what EMAs you use, so you have your EMA and your MA, your exponential moving average puts more weight in the previous candles in the previous days. And if it's above, it signals that it's on a, in my words, a heater or going up, which are good signals, and was not technically signaling a buy, because once again, you don't want to buy when things are at its high. But it's moving past its high. So if you're an option trader, which I aspire to become a better one, it could be a good note or a good idea to look into that. So coming up on 11 minutes of recording, I think I'm going to close out here and do some other terms and charting in the next video. So thanks for being with me. Hope you learned something. I'm trying to continue to learn so I can teach it better. But we have SOFI. I guess if you're new to this or aren't sure, SOFI is a bank, and they have the Chargers and the Rams Stadium naming rights, what they just started and built. So it's on the up and up, and for somebody who's new to investing, this could be a good stock to invest in, considering it's not a expensive one. Because if you look back on June 23rd, it closed at 15. It's $10 more now, almost. So almost a month and a half ago on one stock, you could have gained $10. So whether you're a short-term investor or a long-term investor, that could have been a good gain. I'm sorry, I got some peanuts stuck in my teeth. If you wanted to invest in this. So could be a good look with SOFI. It's been in my notes. I've been keeping an eye on it. So there's SOFI. Thanks for being with me. Peace, love, and blessings.